out for a piss? I mean, for a fag?
No. I don't think so.
That's it, you sit yourself down, you're alright.
Are we allowed to go for a fag?
No, we want to get started. Right, so hopefully my volunteers have all had a wee, they're not out having a fag. Come and sit yourselves down again. Let's get started. We're going to play some introduction music. Alright. That's enough of that. Right. So we're going to play the introduction music and you're going to pretend now that I've not had to say anything and that we've come straight on, we're going to get straight into it. Alright. Thank you guys at the bar. You guys over here, so what we're going to do is we're going to play the introduction music. You're all going to clap and cheer. You're all going to clap and cheer like you're actually happy. Not yet. Like, don't clap on your own. They'll throw you fish. You get it? Clap on your own. They'll throw you. Never mind. Right. Okay. So what we're going to do? We're going to start now. And you're.
Thank you.
Alright, that's enough.
My dad's eating up them skis, so I forget.
No, I'd rather eat my own early walls. Thanks anyway. There's no problem.
Alright then, so we're going to get started. Here we go, let's try this. Some intro music on.
Welcome. Allow me to introduce to you a performer who's been travelling the world entertaining audiences and bringing joy for over 30 years. He is a member of the world-famous Magic Circle in London, a student of the real Hogwarts in Las Vegas, and author of the best-selling book, A Strange Way to Stage Hypnosis. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to bring to you for one night only the award-winning stage hypnotist, magician and author, Mr. Christian P. Taylor, also known as Strange!
And normally we get a round of applause there, but that's fine, we're just going to go with that. Where's me volunteers? Okay, so I'll get started, they'll come back in a minute. So, good evening ladies and gentlemen. My name's Christoph Strange. At least that's the name that I went out with for 30 years, and I don't use it anymore. I used to work in Tenerife. I've worked all over the world, and for some reason the name Christoph Strange stuck. I used to go out as Doc Strange, and so many people would say, what's your name? What's your real name, Doc? And I said, well, my name's Chris, so it ended up being Christoph Strange. The fact is, I'm a stage hypnotist, I'm a magician, I'm an entertainer, I do this, that and the other, and do you know what? I got sick of hiding behind a pretend name. I used to have the banners saying, do you know what? I don't need it anymore. I'm all about being honest, so for the last few years I've gone out just as myself, and I wrote the book for a reason. People are always asking me questions about hypnosis. They always want to know, is it safe? Can you hypnotise me now? Can anyone be hypnotised? Etc, etc. And they normally ask me these at the end of the show. So what I ended up doing was putting all this in a book. And it took me about 4 years to write the book. I put it out as a PDF, and then before you knew it, it's on Amazon and it's available to buy. If you're interested, if you want to know anything about stage hypnosis, and you're on Amazon Prime, the book is free, right? So you can get the book, it's a PDF, Kindle, and you can get that book for nothing, alright? Because it's not about me making money. I want people to understand what hypnosis is. And the problem we've had is that people, they watch movies, they listen to the news, what's going on in the newspapers and everything, and they think that hypnosis is dangerous. And that's because people have pushed that down your throat, and they've made out that when you're hypnotised, you're under someone's spell, and it's a load of bullshit, and I'm sick of hearing it. So for the last 4 years, I've been not only doing the show to entertain, but I've also been showing you how it works and how to do it, alright? So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to show these guys, they're going to help me, and they're going to show you how they get hypnotised, and I'm going to do it all in front of you. So if you watch, you're going to see what happens. If you don't watch, you won't. It's up to you. So where's my volunteers? Where have they gone? We've got 4 missing, 3 missing. You're here, there's one over. Stop asking, you can't. Next time, alright? So in my time of doing this, one of the things I noticed is that if anyone's had a couple of pints, 2 or 3 pints, what it does is it takes away concentration. It makes it really difficult to listen to what I'm saying. And if they can't listen to me, if they can't get it in their head what I'm telling them to do or asking them to do or showing them to do, it just doesn't work. Alright? So the important thing is volunteers have got to be able to follow simple instructions. And if you want to join in, I can show you now one of the things I'm talking about, and we can all do it. Is everyone up for trying something a little bit silly? Alright, so we're going to do this, right? Everybody's going to join in. This is not hypnosis. I am not making you do this. I'm just saying, if you want to try it, you can do this with your kids. You can show people at work. It's a bit of fun. It's silly, alright? So all you're going to do is you're going to rub your fingernails together. So put your fingers like this. And just rub your nails together. Just rub your nails together. I'm not going to pick on you. I'm not going to choose you. I'm not going to make you come up on stage. Right? You just do it. And you should feel that your nails are going over each other like little speed bumps. Now, as I'm looking out in the room, I can see people doing it and I can see people who are not doing it, and this tells me a lot. The people who are not doing it are the ones that think I'm going to hypnotise them, and they are actually shit scared that this is a way for me to hypnotise them, and they're actually sending out a signal saying, I'd be really good at being hypnotised, but fuck me, I'm frightened to fucking death of you, right? The people that are doing it are the ones that are saying, I'm up for trying something new, let's see what happens. Now, whilst I've been talking, some people have been doing it and given up really easily, because in their mind they're saying, what's the point of this? Why is he asking me to do it? Fuck that, I'm not a performing monkey, I'm just not going to do it. But the ones that are still doing it, I'm going to show you how to make a Powerball. I'm going to count to 3, and what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that we're holding an invisible football, right, in front of us. So you're going to hold your hands out like you're holding a football. When I count to 3, and you're going to feel the energy of the Powerball. It's a little bit silly, but watch what I do. 1, 2, 3, hold the Powerball, and you can feel the power in your feet. I know, right? Yeah. And what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze it and you're going to make it smaller and smaller so that it's about the size of a pea, and then you're going to pop it in your mouth, swallow it, and you'll feel the energy going down to your belly.
You got it.
And feel the energy as you swallow it. It goes down in your belly. And what's it doing? It's making you smile, right? Okay, that is just a little bit of fun that you can do with anybody just to cheer them the fuck up, right? Because some people refuse, just simply refuse to be cheerful. You know them, miserable fuckers, you know who they are, right? But if you tried this, it means that you're open to new things. It means that you're willing to try something new. How did you feel doing that? It felt alright. Didn't do anything other than make your fingers tingle and it made you smile, alright? So when you try something new, when you're willing to try something and you follow simple instructions, pleasant things can happen. However, many people in their lives refuse to try something new. Okay, I'm not here to embarrass anybody either, alright? So when you see me say, if I say something off the microphone, I'm saying something that on the microphone might be embarrassing, alright? And I'm not here to embarrass anybody. So I will say things to people, I will whisper things in their ears, because it's just a one-to-one thing, alright? Now, we're going to do something else. Again, you can join in or you can not join in. You can be one of these people who goes through life always wondering what something's like without actually trying it. And I actually believe, and I feel really sorry for a lot of people, so many people in life would probably be really good at something else that would make them happy, but they're frightened of trying it. And I'm not talking about anal. All I'm saying is, he knows because he's tried it. High five. There you go. You can never use too much lube. Now look. Alright, so what we're going to do is Stop it now, you're cracking me up. We're going to try something else. Again, it's a little bit silly, it's ridiculous, it's fun. Again, if this works for you, it shows that you've got good imagination, good concentration, but I am not going to say, you come here, get hypnotised. I'm not going to do that, alright? So we're going to do this thing, right? A little bit, same again, similar, right? Take your hands like this, alright? Clap your hands together. Rub your hands. And I want you to use your imagination, right? You're going to imagine that you've got glue on the palms of your hands. And as you rub your hands together like this, they're going to get stickier and stickier and stickier. Now don't worry, they're not going to stick together forever, but you'll notice that it gets harder and harder and harder. And at some point, if you tell yourself, I've got glue in my hands, and my hands are going to stick together, then you can hold your hands like this now. Squeeze your hands together. Right? Why are you not following my simple instructions, woman? Keep squeezing your hands together. Now this is where you're using your imagination. Again, I'm looking round, I'm seeing who's following simple instructions and who's fucking pissed. I didn't mention tramadol though, did I? No. So, right, listen, squeeze your hands together. Squeeze your hands together. I didn't realise we had the town crier in tonight. Nice to meet you. Keep squeezing your hands together and tell yourself this, right? Say to yourself in your head, my hands are now stuck together. Even though you know they're not really stuck together, even if you know that there's not really glue, just for a bit of fun, tell yourself that your hands are stuck together. And I'll tell you what, do this with your fingers. Do that. Interlock your fingers like that. And squeeze them as hard as you can. As hard as you can, squeeze them together and say to yourself, my hands are stuck. Now, what I'm going to show you now is called a double bind. Alright? If you've told yourself that your hands are stuck, then by rights you will not be able to pull your arms apart. And the harder you try to pull your arms apart, the more your hands will stick. Now don't worry, this isn't permanent, this is just you using your imagination, and I am not going to pick you up, I'm not going to make you come up on stage. I just want you to tell yourself, my hands are stuck, so now I can't pull my hands apart. So just try that. And the harder you try to pull your hands apart, the more they stick. Now, you might see somebody really struggling, and that's somebody that's got good imagination and who's really trying. But remember, we're all different. All of us are different. Some people it works, some people it doesn't. It doesn't matter, does it work for you? So keep pulling and keep pulling. Now, if your hands are stuck, put your hands above your head. Again, I'm not going to pick on you. Not going to pick on you. Alright, perfect. I want you to understand this. You have got good imagination, good concentration, you're an excellent listener, you're very good at following instructions, and you believe in yourself. You're the kind of person that if you tell yourself that you can do something, you can do it. And if you set your mind to something, you can do it. People who do not believe in themselves or have a little bit of doubt or are cynical struggle with this simple test. That doesn't mean you can't be hypnotised, and it doesn't mean that you can't learn to do this. Right? So on the count of 3, unstick your hands, 1, 2, 3. And now your fingers feel weird, right? Okay? Now, well done, well done. So give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, now, if it didn't work for you, 2 reasons. 1, you were like, oh shit, what's he going to do to me? I didn't believe a word he said. He's probably going to get me up here now that my hands are stuck. And I say, no, that's not what I'm going to do. Or, you're just really shit at following simple instructions. And that's fine, because you can change that. Now that you know that you actually could have done that, what I want you to remember is this. If you struggle losing weight, if you struggle stopping smoking, if you drink too much, if you're frightened of spiders, things like this, what you've done is you've set in your own mind something that will affect you and stop you from being the person you want to be. Right? You put a glass ceiling over your own head, and you're stopping yourself from moving forward, and that's because of your own negativity. I'm telling you now, you can change that, and when you realise that what you're doing is stopping yourself from being the person you want to be, you can change it and you can be positive. So, next time, follow the instructions, see what happens, and be positive about your own actions. Now, if that worked for you, and if you want to take part, you can. I'm not going to make you, but what I'd like is a few more people. I need 4 more bums on seats. Just get up, sit yourself down. If your hands were stuck, you will be very good. Right? You will be very good. But I'm not going to make you get up. I'm just going to say, if you want to get up, you can. It's better me doing a show with 8 people rather than just 4 people. Give her a round of applause, please. Thank you, my darling. Now remember, I saw who you were. You do not have to take part. But if you do, I promise you'll enjoy it. Give her a round of applause, come on. And it's all the girls, it's all the girls. I saw one sober guy who would be very good, but I'm not going to force him up, but would be brilliant. Give him a round of applause. And I'm just going to say there's somebody over there as well who'd be very good, but I'm not going to force you up. All right. So I'm going to play a little bit of music, a little bit of background music. I'm just going to have a quick chat with these people. If you want to know how people are hypnotised, just keep an eye on them, watch what's going on. I've just got to have a quick word off the microphone, all right? That one can't be shot. Whilst we're here, you're on the microphone. We'll tell you to do anything against your motor. I'm not going to ask you to do anything sexual in any way. Whilst you're here, you're on the microphone. You look really doubtful. You're so used to dealing with men that lie to you all the time. This is a guy that doesn't lie. So you know when you always pick the wrong kind of guy, you know you always hit the arsehole or chips around shit. This isn't one of you, alright? This is a guy that's honest. So next time you look for a guy, look for somebody that actually means what he says, alright? I'm telling you this now because I want you to go away after having a fantastic time. And I promise I'm going to do this really quick. Do you still want to be here? No. Go sit down. If you don't want to do it, go sit down. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to force you. If you're frightened of me, go sit down. I'm not going to make you sleep. Alright, okay. So, this is what I normally do. By the way, that didn't work. Okay, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you a few things you follow to the best of your ability. If the person next to you stops talking to you, ignore them and I'll send it away. Because they're going to follow you. Alright? I want you to remember that whilst you're sitting, nobody's going to come anywhere near you. The only person that's going to touch you is either me, and I might touch your hand, I might touch your shoulder, that's it. Right? The person next to you, if they lean against you, don't push them away. It might be because before them asleep with a leading on. And when I say sleep, we're not talking unconscious. You're going to be completely aware of your surroundings. You're going to know what's going on all the time. You're always going to be able to hear me. But if I say something that you don't understand, or you think, oh, what I'm saying, I will repeat myself. Because I will know if you've understood me. Now, there's no right way, there's no wrong way. It's just the way that makes you feel comfortable. If I tell you to do something that makes you feel uncomfortable, do not do it. Alright? Don't do it. But if I tell you to do something that seems silly, ridiculous and fun, so happens. There's no right way, no wrong way. One thing you'll notice is when your eyes are closed, it will go on. A lot of people think when you close their eyes, they can't hear, they can't. You're going to hear the noise, you're going to listen to me. Right? And I will be your guide. I will be your guide. Right? As long as you listen to me, you're going to... Are you actually listening to what I'm saying? Don't sit down. So I'm going to get into it. Just remember, when I count from 5 down to 1, and I say Constantinople, that's the end of the show. You will no longer be hypnotised. And whenever you get hypnosis is, I'm going to show you what it is, and we can see it on the video. Just like the top. Okay? And I am not here to I'm here to get you to the feedback. It's being visual, and I am let you have a proper one. And you want to see exactly that's the plan, right? So, thank you. So, I want to use you guys. What was it like? What was it like? And you can tell him you should have got hands back on your head. What we're going to do is we're going to find a little point to look at. So keep your head facing you, with your eyes look up, and look at any way you spot, and don't look anywhere else. I'm going to do it, it's background music, I'm going to do it. I want you to look at one of these spots and don't look anywhere else. Whilst you're sat there, I'm going to see one microphone. The reason I've been talking to you is now I'm going to tell them whatever I say on the microphone is not going to hypnotise them. I don't want anybody to know this how I'm going to sleep. Just keep your eyes up there. Take a nice deep breath in, breathe in. Take a nice deep breath in, breathe in, hold your breath. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathe out. Let yourself sink down and down, just concentrating only on the sound of my voice. I'm going to play a little bit of background music. Take another deep breath in, breathe in through your nose. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out slowly through your mouth. Feel yourself sinking down, drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders, drop yourself, get heavy. And do you remember what I said? It's only going to get noisy, but it doesn't matter. As long as you're listening to me, as long as you're listening to what I'm saying, any noise will not affect you in any way, shape or form. In fact, the noisier it is sometimes, it will relax you a bit more. Take another deep breath in. And this time, I want you to breathe out slowly on the count of 10 and feel yourself getting heavier and heavier in your chair. Breathing out now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down, sinking down and down, deeper and deeper. You're going to notice in a second that your eyes are going to get heavy. Your body's getting heavy. Your eyes are getting heavier. You're going to maintain your balance on the chair at all times. You're not going to lose your balance. You're not going to fall over. You're not going to do anything to hurt yourself or anyone else. Take a nice deep breath in, breathing in. And what I want you to do is hold your hands out in front of you. Just holding your hands out. Hold your hands out like that. Keep looking up there. Keep looking out there. You're going to use your imagination. I want you to imagine that on your left wrist, I am attaching some balloons, some helium balloons. Helium balloons that are going to get lighter and lighter and lighter. You just breathe as normal now, but just remember, try and take nice deep breaths. And you're going to concentrate, listen only to the sound of my voice, and the balloons are going to get lighter and lighter. And on your right wrist, I want you to imagine that you've got a bucket of sand. You've got a bucket of sand fastened to your wrist, and that's going to get heavier and heavier. On your right wrist, it's going to get heavier and heavier, and on your left wrist, it's going to get lighter and lighter. As you breathe in, imagine now, when I click my fingers, the balloons are going to get lighter, and the bucket's going to get heavier. Concentrate only to the sound of my voice, watching the spot that you were concentrating on. And just remember, relax, don't look anywhere else, just keep watching. Remember, I'm watching you, following my instructions. The balloon's getting lighter, the bucket's getting heavier, lighter and heavier, lighter and heavier. Now some people, they get left and right confused, and that's alright, because what happens is the more relaxed you become, the more confused you become sometimes, and that's fine. But watch when I click my fingers now, the balloons are going to get so light and the bucket so heavy. So light and so heavy. And lighter and heavier. Lighter for the balloons, heavier for the bucket. And now you're going to notice that your eyes are starting to blink, your eyes are drying out. They're so tired, you can blink a little bit and your eyes are going to get heavier and heavier. You try to blink your eyes, but actually they just want to close. Your eyes just want to close. In fact, as the bucket gets heavier and you touch your lap, you'll feel your eyes close and you just relax and you'll go deeper and deeper, just relaxing in your chair. And the bucket is so heavy now, your hand is going to touch your lap now, just let the bucket sink all the way down. And as you touch your lap, just let your eyes close, put your chin on your chest, and just sink down with your eyes closed and let the balloons float high. Using your imagination, I want you to feel this. Feel how you feel in your body, in your mind. Remember, expect nothing. If you've not been hypnotised before, you don't know what to expect. So I'm going to show you what's going to happen. And all I want you to is enjoy. Relax. Feel yourself with your friend, just leaning on each other. If you're not leaning on anybody, you can do. You can just lean that way. You feel wonderful, relaxed, full of energy, full of life. I'm going to show you how you can relax in a place like this, in front of friends, strangers, enemies, colleagues, whatever, anytime, no matter where you are in the world, how to relax, how to feel good about yourself. I'm going to show you what I show to soldiers all around the world, how to sleep in a bed that you hate. You know when you go to visit relatives and they give you a bed or a couch to sleep on and they go, here, sleep on that. And you get there and you go, fucking hell, this is uncomfortable. And you lie there for 3 hours not being able to get to sleep. I'm going to show you how to get perfect 8 nights sleep just like that. Down and down, deeper, deeper. Take another deep breath. Feel yourself sinking down, down, deeper, deeper. Good feeling, good sensation in all of your body. If I lift your arm is going to be heavy, like an old rag doll. Completely loose, completely relaxed, completely floppy. And when you feel this floppiness, you're going to feel that go through your whole body. You're not going to lose your balance, you're not going to fall over. Just slightly nod your head because you understand. You're not going to do anything to hurt yourself or anybody else. That's really important at all times. Maintaining your balance on the chair, that's up to you. Nod your head because you understand. You're completely aware of your surroundings. You can hear me, you can hear what's going on. You know exactly where you are. When I click the fingers, you're going to relax 5 times, 10 times deeper than you were before. 1, 2, 3. Down and down, deeper and deeper. Completely relaxed. I'm going to lift your arm, and we're going to be loose and limp, like an old rag doll. That's just me lifting your arm, loose and limp. Old rag doll, fantastic, wonderful. You're doing absolutely amazing. You're doing absolutely amazing. And I'm just going to point to everybody. I just want everybody to notice where I'm pointing. And just remember, got it? Okay, so, but I also want you to notice where I'm pointing now. Okay? And I want you to notice, got it? Okay, so, guys, what we're going to do is this. We're going to use our imagination. And I want you to remember you know exactly where you are, but you're going to pretend in your own mind that you're on a beach. You're going to pretend that you're on a golden beach, blue sky, blue sea, and I want you to remember this is a place that you can come to anytime in your own mind. You can do this when it's bedtime, and you can imagine yourself in this paradise. This is a place that you can come to day or night just to relax and feel good about yourself. I want you to think of this. Imagine the sun is shining and you can feel the warmth of the sun beating down on your body. I want you to imagine that where you are in your mind, you are safe and you can come here anytime. Imagine Golden sand. Now, I've got to tell you something. Personally, I don't like the feel of sand when I've put cream on my body. I don't like it when it sticks to me. But because you're using your imagination, even if you put suntan lotion on, the sand's not going to stick to you. It's like magic. You're just going to be comfortable. And if you imagine a sun lounger, it's going to be the most comfortable sun lounger in the universe. I want you to take this away and show yourself how you can have a few hours on a beach, soaking up the sunshine, when outside in Caldicot it's pissing down and freezing cold, right? We all hate the cold, we all hate the winter. But if you can go on holiday just for 5 minutes in your brain, oh my God. Take one more deep breath. Deep breath in. Breathe out, sit down, it's getting hotter. It's about 80 degrees, the sun is beating down and you feel wonderful. It's really nice actually. Blue sky, blue sea, golden sun. It's fabulous. Maybe there's birds flying in the sky. Maybe there's attractive people on the beach. Maybe there's dolphins frolicking in the water. Who knows? It's your imagination. You can make this as wonderful as possible. And even though you know exactly where you are, once you've got your eyes closed, once you use your imagination, you can be anywhere in the universe. It's about 85 degrees, it's getting hotter and hotter. It's getting really warm now, and in a second you're going to feel the urge to use one of your hands as a fan, and you're going to fan your face just to cool yourself down, and that's completely normal. That's what people do. 86, 87, 88 degrees. You're going to use one of your hands just as a fan, and remember, the more you do, the more relaxed you'll become, the more you're going to enjoy it. And if you keep your eyes closed, you're going to feel the energy, you're going to feel wonderful. But remember, you know what's going on. And the only reason I don't want you opening your eyes and having a look round is because it's going to spoil what's going on in your own head. I want you to enjoy the experience. It's 88, 89. When it gets to 90 degrees, your hand is automatically, all by itself, just going to start fanning your face. 90 degrees. Quickly, use one of your hands and fan your face. Just fan your face a little bit. Just fan your face a little bit. Yes, I know it's silly. Yes, I know it's ridiculous. Yes, you know where you are. But using your imagination, and you know what? As that happens, you're like, oh my God, my hand is fanning itself. That is cool, but it's not fanning itself fast enough. It needs to fan faster. It's too slow. It needs to go faster. Now, faster, faster. Use your hand as a fan. Use your hand as a fan. The more you fan yourself, the more relaxed you become. Use both hands, quickly. You really need to fan your face. Fan your face. That's lovely. Now, because you're using your imagination, you feel really good. You can now stop fanning your face. You can just stretch your legs out. It's 95 degrees. It's getting hotter and hotter. 96. Just stretch your legs out. Really soak up the sunshine. On your lap, there's a bottle of suntan lotion. Just take the bottle, open it up, put some suntan lotion on. Remember, you are fully clothed and you're going to stay that way. So if you want to, because you're using your imagination, you can rub it on your clothes and it will soak in and it will stop you from getting burnt. This is really important because I don't want you getting something. I want you to enjoy this experience. It's all about you. Just rub it in a little bit faster, because if you rub it in slow, it doesn't really do anything. You need to just rub it in a little bit faster, and actually that feels really good. Just put some on the back of your neck as well. Don't forget the back of your neck, because you don't want to burn your neck. That's really important. Actually, your friend needs a bit of help. Your friend on the right hand side, your friend on the right, just put some on the back. Just only on the back, nowhere else, just the back. Just rub some in. Just helping each other out. This is important. You're helping each other out. Just help, just the person on the right. There you go. You can stop that now. Say thank you, thank you, that's lovely. Actually, the person on your left, they need some as well. Person on your left, quickly, on the back. Just rub it in. There you go. And just wait to say there. Say there. Because it's like putting cream on a baby. Because babies love that. It's important.